Number 1. Toyota RAV4. Let's talk about the 2026 Toyota RAV4, because this is one of those updates that might not scream radical, but quietly makes an already great SUV even better. The RAV4 has been one of Toyota's biggest success stories for years, and for 2026, it looks like Toyota is refining the formula instead of reinventing it. The goal here is simple: make it more modern, more efficient, and more capable, while keeping everything people already love about it. Before we get into all the good stuff, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy staying up to date on upcoming cars and SUVs. It really helps support the channel, and you won't miss any future RAV4 updates, reviews, or first looks. On the outside, the 2026 RAV4 looks sharper and more confident. The design leans into a slightly tougher, more adventurous vibe, with slimmer LED headlights, a more sculpted front end, and cleaner body lines along the sides. It still feels instantly recognizable as a RAV4, but it has more presence than previous models. If you're into that outdoorsy look, especially on the off-road focused trims, this update definitely delivers. Under the hood, hybrid power continues to be a big focus for Toyota, and that's great news. The 2026 RAV4 is expected to offer improved hybrid efficiency with smoother acceleration and better real-world fuel economy. It's the kind of setup that feels quick enough around town, quiet on the highway, and easy to live with every day. Toyota has really mastered hybrids at this point, and the RAV4 is one of the best examples of that balance between performance and efficiency. For those who like to venture off the pavement, the RAV4 still keeps its adventurous side. Available all-wheel drive modes for different terrains, and higher ground clearance on select trims make it surprisingly capable for light off-road use. It's not trying to be a hardcore rock crawler, but for camping trips, snowy roads, or dirt trails, it's more than up to the task. Inside, the 2026 RAV4 gets some thoughtful upgrades that make it feel more modern and more comfortable. Expect larger screens, a cleaner dashboard layout, and better tech integration for your phone and apps. Everything is designed to be easy to use, not distracting, which is something Toyota does really well. There's also plenty of space for passengers and cargo, making it just as practical for families as it is for solo drivers. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 RAV4 is expected to stay competitive, starting around where the current model sits, with higher trims and hybrid versions costing more. Compared to older RAV4 generations, this one feels more refined, more efficient, and more tech-focused, while still delivering that legendary Toyota reliability. Number 2. Mitsubishi Pajero Sport. The 2026 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport is one of those SUVs that gets you excited just thinking about where this rugged off-roader is headed next. The Pajero Sport has built a solid reputation over the years for being a true go-anywhere, do-anything SUV, and the 2026 model seems like Mitsubishi is finally modernizing this legend without losing the rough-and-ready spirit people love. It's that rare blend of adventure-ready engineering and everyday usability that keeps fans talking. Right out of the gate, there's a real buzz around the Pajero Sport's styling and presence. Spy shots and previews show a design that feels more confident and rugged, with a slightly higher hood, a more upright stance that gives it a tougher look than before. Some of the front-end cues even seem inspired by Mitsubishi's other rugged models, and that's saying something. Compared to the outgoing generation, this one just looks more purposeful and ready for the wild. Now let's talk power, because this is where the Pajero Sport has always shined. While official specs are still emerging, word is that Mitsubishi is continuing with its tried-and-true 2.4-litre turbo engine lineup, the kind of drivetrains that deliver strong torque and efficiency, whether you're cruising the highway or heading off the beaten track. There's talk of both petrol and diesel options, and although electrification hasn't been confirmed, rumors about potential mild hybrid tech have been swirling too. Off-road capability is one of the Pajero Sport's biggest strengths, and for 2026, Mitsubishi is expected to build on that legacy. Its Super Select 4WD system with multiple terrain modes, including gravel, mud and snow, sand and rock, gives you that confidence when you point it at challenging terrain, and features like hill descent control and a rear diff lock make tough climbs, and descents feel more controlled and reassuring. It's the kind of capability that makes you smile before you hit the trail. Inside, the updates are shaping up to match the outside's bold new energy. Expect a more modern infotainment system, likely around 9 inches, with updated connectivity, a refreshed dash layout, and materials that feel more refined than you might expect from a rugged SUV. Mitsubishi wants this cabin to be someplace you enjoy spending time, whether you're navigating city traffic or settling in for a long road trip. And when it comes to pricing and availability, reports suggest the 2026 Pajero Sport will arrive in markets like the Middle East and Southeast Asia in early 2026, with prices varying by region and trim, but generally competitive within the mid-size SUV segment. While it may not reach every market globally, where it is sold, it's poised to shake things up among rivals like the Toyota Fortuner and Ford Everest. Looking back at past Pajero Sport generations, this next-gen model feels like a thoughtful evolution. Instead of reinventing the wheel, Mitsubishi has taken what worked: rugged body-on-frame strength, reliable performance, and true off-road chops, and given it a fresh, more modern face and feel. If you're into real SUVs that can handle life's daily duties as easily as weekend adventures, this new Pajero Sport is shaping up to be a really compelling choice. Number 3. Toyota Land Cruiser ZX. The 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser ZX is finally here. And if you've ever dreamed of an SUV that mixes legendary off-road ability with premium comfort and modern tech, this one's really turning heads. Toyota's taken the classic Land Cruiser nameplate, something that's been synonymous with adventure and durability for decades, and pushed it forward in a big way for 2026. You can totally feel the excitement when you look at this new ZX. It sits with a confident, rugged stance that feels like it's ready for anything. The exterior is bolder and more purposeful than before, with sharper lines, strong proportions, and details that nod to the Land Cruiser's heritage while still feeling fresh and modern. Whether you're rolling through city streets or heading into rough terrain, it just looks ready to go. Under the hood, Toyota hasn't lost sight of what makes the Land Cruiser special. The new ZX is packed with powerful performance. Many markets will see options like a twin-turbocharged V6 that delivers strong horsepower and torque, so you've got the muscle you need whether you're towing gear or cruising highways. While there's still plenty of traditional, dependable engine choices, Toyota's recent hybrid push with other Land Cruiser variants hints that future electrified versions could bring even better efficiency without sacrificing that go-anywhere spirit. But let's be honest, a Land Cruiser without legendary off-road chops wouldn't be a Land Cruiser at all, right? And the 2026 ZX doesn't disappoint. Toyota's advanced 4x4 systems, multi-terrain control, and strong ground clearance mean this SUV is confident on gravel, snow, sand, or steep trails. It's still one of those vehicles that inspires where to next, even before the engine started. Slide inside, and you're greeted with a more refined and comfortable cabin than ever before. Toyota has stepped up the interior game with modern tech like large touchscreens, intuitive infotainment with wireless phone connectivity, premium seating options, and thoughtful touches throughout. You can tell this is built for long journeys with family or friends just as much as weekend overlanding. Now, what about pricing? That's always something people ask about with Land Cruisers. The new 2026 ZX is expected to command a premium, especially in markets where it's positioned as a flagship SUV. But when you factor in the blend of luxury, capability, and Toyota's reputation for reliability, many buyers see it as a solid value for what it delivers. Compared to past Land Cruiser models, the 2026 ZX feels like the most polished and versatile edition yet. It keeps that rugged DNA we all know and love, but adds modern comfort, stronger on-road manners, and tech that makes everyday driving more enjoyable. Whether you're upgrading from an older cruiser or just exploring the idea of a top-tier SUV, this one definitely raises the bar. So that's the scoop on the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser ZX, a true blend of classic capability and new-age refinement. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited about with this SUV. Number 4. Honda CR-V. You ever hear that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it saying? Well, that sort of sums up the vibe for the 2026 Honda CR-V, a compact SUV that's already a favorite, and for 2026, it gets refreshed in all the right places. This is the CR-V millions have come to love. Roomy, reliable, and ready for everyday life. but now with a few thoughtful updates that make it feel even more modern and capable. And hey, while we're talking CRVs and SUVs, go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe if you're as excited about upcoming cars as I am, because I've got plenty more vehicle news and reviews headed your way. Right out of the gate, the 2026 CR-V keeps its recognizable silhouette, but gets a slightly refreshed look that feels more confident and tougher. Honda's given it cleaner lines, updated front and rear styling, and there's now an off-road inspired trail sport trim that finally brings a bit of rugged flair to this family favorite. That means all-terrain tires, a little bit more aggressive styling, and a vibe that says, bring on the dirt road, even if most of us stick to pavement. Under the hood, the CR-V stays true to its core strengths. You still get the peppy 1.5-litre turbocharged engine in the standard model, smooth, efficient, and great for daily driving. And then there's the hybrid version that's become increasingly popular. The hybrid pairs a 2.0-litre gas engine with electric motors for strong acceleration and fuel economy. That's hard to beat in this segment. Honda's hybrid system pumps out about 204 horsepower, which means you get that extra oomph without destroying your fuel budget. And speaking of off-road features, that trail sport model isn't just a look package. With all-terrain tires and improved audio-driven traction logic, it's geared toward weekend adventurers who want a bit more confidence on gravel or dirt. It's not a hardcore rock crawler by any means, but it definitely makes the CR-V feel more capable for outdoor trips or rustic back roads. Slide inside, and the updates continue. For 2026, CR-V buyers get a larger 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system as standard across most trims, along with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, finally giving everyone that modern connected experience. Higher trims even add a full digital instrument cluster and some nice comfort touches, like heated seats and a wireless charging pad. The interior stays spacious and practical, with plenty of room for people and gear, exactly what you want in a compact SUV. Now let's talk money, because this is where some folks compare closely with rivals. The 2026 CR-V traditionally starts in the low to mid 30,000 range for the gas models, and the hybrid trims bump up a bit higher. But considering what you get in terms of efficiency, comfort and technology, it stacks up pretty well against competitors like the RAV4 or Tiguan. And that's before you even toss in the Trail Sport Hybrid's more adventurous spirit. Looking back at past CR-V models, this one feels like a smart evolution. Honda didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They took a beloved SUV and updated it where it counts. Better tech, a more rugged flavor for adventure seekers, and solid hybrid performance that keeps it fresh for today's drivers. Number 5. Porsche Cayenne. The 2026 Porsche Cayenne is a vehicle that really gets your heart racing. Not just because it's fast, but because it feels like Porsche's blending tradition with a bold step into the future. This SUV has always been one of those rare machines that pairs everyday usability with true sports car DNA. And for 2026, Porsche isn't just tweaking it, they're expanding what the Cayenne can be. The first thing you notice is the unmistakable Cayenne stance, strong, confident, and athletic. Whether you're looking at the standard SUV or the sleeker coupe style, the 2026 model carries itself with a presence that just demands attention. And while it still feels like a Cayenne at its core, there's a freshness to the design that makes you think, yeah, this is the next generation. Underneath that bold sheet metal, Porsche offers a trio of powertrain options that really give you choices. Traditional combustion and plug-in hybrid versions are still on the menu for those who love performance with familiar feel. The hybrid models especially blend strong power with surprising efficiency, perfect for drivers who want excitement and sensible everyday use. But here's the kicker. Porsche is adding a fully electric Cayenne to the lineup too. This new electric version isn't just another EV. It's poised to be one of the most powerful Porsche SUVs ever, with blistering acceleration and ultra-fast charging that makes long trips feel so much easier. Now, you might be wondering about off-road chops, and yes, the Cayenne still has what it takes. Thanks to Porsche's advanced all-wheel drive system and smart traction tech, it handles gravel roads, wet surfaces, and twisty trails with poise. It isn't a hardcore rock crawler like some purpose-built 4x4, but it's certainly one of the more confident luxury SUVs when the pavement ends and your adventure begins. Step inside the cabin, and you'll see how Porsche blends luxury and tech like few others. The 2026 Cayenne comes with large screens, intuitive controls, and plenty of premium touches that make every mile feel special. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, and if you opt for the upgraded sound systems, whether Bose or even top-tier Burmester, you'll swear you're in a high-end concert hall on wheels. And for those eyeing the electric version, the interior goes even further, with futuristic digital displays and a sleek, flowing cockpit that feels like stepping into tomorrow. Let's talk price for a second, because this is Porsche we're talking about. The base Cayenne starts in the low to mid $90 range, and as you climb trims, from the sporty S to the luxurious GTS, or even the turbocharged variants, you can easily see prices well into the six-figure territory. The electric Cayenne, meanwhile, lands in a similar ballpark, but with its own premium twist thanks to that cutting-edge electric tech. Compared to past Cayenne models, the 2026 version feels like a perfect blend of everything that made this SUV great: performance, luxury, and versatility, while pushing into new territory with electrification and next-level tech.